Hello, party people. Sorry, I was on the phone. You know how it is on the phone when people call and you're like, okay, I gotta be somewhere at 9. And they're like, yeah. I was like, oh. So, let me turn this off. Do not disturb me. We are busy. Okay. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Do the drop down like you're supposed to. There we go. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me get my life together here real quick. Yeah. Life is kind of hard right now for people, and they're struggling with different things that are going on, and I get it. I get it. All right, let's get this set up. Congratulations to all of our winners yesterday in the ticket drawing. We had a whole bunch of winners. I haven't checked the phone yet to do all the dispersing of all of the monies and whatnot, but I will. We'll do that. Okay, pull this up, put this on live chat, make sure all our cameras are working, which they are. What's with this? Why does this one not want to go in there? Hello, good morning. It's too little. Get in there. Oh, did I tell you when I went to go take my driver's license photo for the North Dakota driver's license, they were like, blah, 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 dotty, dotty, and I stand up to the thing and he goes, oh, take your glasses off. And I took my glasses off and I look like a mole rat. I was just like, okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Still setting my life up here. It's 11 likes on this video. I'm gonna give it a like. Please like this video. It's free. All right, we're in. Let's see if our things are working. Boom. Good morning. Coffee. Yes. Here's a link to the website. Everybody's working. All right. We're good to go. We're good to go. Today is bingo day for members, in case you were wondering. Today is bingo day. Oh, I have very little coffee. I may have to go get some. Hello! Everybody's ready for school but me. I am not ready. Let me get a little warmer up a shot on my coffee. One of Lily's dog treats. I just stepped on it. Okay, here we go. We're in it. In it to win it. Stop. Why are you doing that? All right, for realsies this time. So today is what day? Today is Wednesday. It is the 30th of July. Today at 3 p.m. is members only bingo. So if you are members, meaning you have a ducky by your name, you are a paying member of the channel, it is bingo day. And we are going to do bingoing. I don't remember if this was a national TV show or local. It reminds me of it. Good morning. Better go look for my bingo card. Yeah, get your bingo cards. I made sure I reminded him multiple times it's bingo day because he always misses it. And then he's like, oh, missed it. Okay, I'm going to clean my mat off and we're going to do some beading. I hope you all are okay and having a lovely morning and not being stressed out about the state of affairs in the world, and at the very least are doing the best you can. You know, things of that nature. Yes, but she doesn't have the magic mirror. Good morning, Louisa. And Beth and everybody. And Tina and Debbie and Rosanna. Good morning. Yeah, I was going to do my Soft Flex unboxing today. However, we're too early. We have to wait till they do theirs. So I may or may not record it. I'll probably have to record it. I haven't recorded a video since I've been here. So that's the thing. I don't even have my camera set up for that. Okay. So I think today we're going to start with this guy, which is a necklace I'm going to just make for me. And we did these plans. I decided that I'm going to make plans in the book, or like write them down in the book, you know, with all my extra time, so I don't forget, because I took photos, but I want to make sure that I'm doing them. You know, when I say I'm going to do a project, I try to make sure that I'm actually doing the project, and sometimes I forget. Good morning, Chatters and Randy. Busy with end of the month coding. Oh boy. Yes, she does. Her camera. What am I doing with my camera? Oh, my magic mirror. And I say, hello, everybody. The Bargain Bead Box sneak peek will be out this afternoon. Oh, I don't watch the sneak peek, Beth. I like to be surprised when I do my unboxing. Usually because I do my unboxing like with people, so I like to like give my actual, you know, reactions or whatever. Not that that matters, I guess. I think it does, though. Okay, so many of you know I went to Canada and I was up there with my aunt at the Peace Gardens, and while I was up there, I lost my Grateful Dead necklace, and it was just this little tiny necklace. And it was made out of seed beads, and it had like those clay Grateful Dead bears on it. And although this one is going to be a little bit different and larger, I just thought, oh, maybe I'll try to just kind of utilize that as this one as a replacement. We shall see. Me too. I don't watch the openings until I have my box. I like instant gratification. Yeah. I try to wait, but I cannot. Yeah, I always wait until mine comes. I changed my address. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. I changed my address, so we'll see if it comes this month. What is it? Oh, yeah, because it's going to be... I'm like, wait, because it's going to be August. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, this is literally just going to be like a little strung necklace. And so, since we're going to do a little strung necklace, I wanted to use that little stupid board, but now I'm like, I think that thing's going to annoy me. And I don't know where to put it. So, whatever. These are just, are these 11s? Yeah, these are 11s. Size 11 seed beads. These seed beads are from Jesse James Beads at some point in time. I don't remember from what situation, but I remember they're from there. Okay, now, making our life easy, do we have a ready-to-go necklace doings? You know it, kid. What color of findings would we like to have? I'm thinking that copper looks pretty good. I'll take it. Is it going to be long enough? Oh yeah, it'll be long enough. Or should I go with this red bronze? No, I'll stick with the copper. Good morning, good morning. You guys can't wait to know what the theme is? Let's see. It's gonna be August, so it's harvest time, right? So, September, I don't know. I was gonna say, maybe they're gonna get ready for Halloween, but maybe not. It's a little early for Halloween. I assume it's gonna be kind of, I don't know, maybe they'll surprise me. Okay, so this is something that I tore apart at some point in time a while back or something. And I'm going to reuse it for my necklace. This necklace is for me. Guess what? I found a blue ticket this morning. Ha ha, Rosanna. Was it one that, is it one of the first 5 or no? You think I could straighten this out with my wire straightener? I'll give it a try. Let's give it a whirlsies. Now, this is not intended for this, but it might work. You never know. A little better. Okay. Do you like to be called Rose or Rosanna? I don't know. I have to check. Could you explain your bags of wire with clasps? Yeah, Jan. So these bags of wires that I have that already have clasps on them, this just means that I had made something with this and I didn't like it and I cut it apart. And so instead of throwing it away, I just keep it. And then I use it, you know, whenever I see fit. I just reuse it. So then I'm not wasting any products. And sometimes I make a lot of things for, you know, like craft shows and stuff, or I make things for videos, and if I don't like them, I just tear them apart. This is going to be cute. It's going to be super repetitive, but it's going to be cute nonetheless once I get it done. And this is just for me. So I'm not worried about like the integrity of the wire or anything like that. I've never had an issue with anything that I've ever like reused. I don't know if you've ever tried to like break a wire, like purposefully tried to like break one of these beading wires or anything like that. It's like almost damn near impossible. Yeah, this is going to be cute. This will be cute as like a bracelet if you didn't want to do a whole necklace, because it could be a lot with the pink. I'm going to, you know, pink's not really my jam. I know there's some ladies in here, including, who is it? Rosanna. Pink is her jam. Who else is your jam? Pink. Pink's not really my jam, but I'm going to try it. Is Dorothy in here? Dorothy. In a rarity. She told me she's got a, well, she told us yesterday, she's got a Jamaican festival or a show coming up. And actually this, she mentioned the colors yellow, green, and black, and red. Is that what she said? And those are the colors that my necklace that we're recreating right here, that's what that was originally the colors. And then it had the Grateful Dead bears in between. Look, I already messed up. I think this could be cute. And just adding the little teeny tiny seed beads, I like that. Because it kind of makes the other ones stick out. Sometimes you just need a little stringing project. And if you're asking yourself, why is the string that I got in my hand got 2 strings on it? It's because I used some cheaper wire originally. And this is a 0.3, probably like a 0.03 Walmart wire probably, or a Beadalon stringing wire of something that's like a 7 strand or something, thing like that. And so I just used 2 because whatever. 7 and 7 is 14. I know some people are very particular about their things and their stuff. But some of us sometimes we don't always have the means to be getting super expensive wire or whatever. And I think that you can just do it any which way you want. It's really pretty. Hi. Oh look, this one's kind of funky. I'm gonna put him to the side. I might use him, but he's a little funky. Good morning, everybody. Look how cute. I know I'm going to screw around and mess up this pattern. And I know you're thinking in your head, Randy, how could you possibly mess up the simplest of stringing patterns? Trust me, it's possible. If you see me mess up, holler out. Because I'll just be over here talking. La-di-da. Hi, Bonnie. How'd it work out at the dock? Good? I love your math. Thank you. Yeah, just double it up. It's whatever. I made tons of jewelry before I even... Because, okay, well, a lot of you don't know me very well, but some of you do. But you guys know I'm very late to the beading community. I didn't start beading until... I mean, like... I don't know. I don't even remember now. It was like not that long ago. But as far as like being in the community, like the online community, I'm very new to the online community of people. Like I didn't even know they made gemstone beads up until about 2012. And then I didn't get online until 2020 when COVID hit. And I didn't want to be online. And if it wasn't for Jefferson Ham, I wouldn't even be here. Because he's the one who set up my YouTube channel. I was like, no, I don't want a YouTube. That's too much work. I don't want to do that. But yeah, before that, I made all kinds of different things. Well, my moral of my story is that I didn't know about the different kinds of beading wire that are available, like soft flex wire. I didn't even know who soft flex was. I was just like, beading wire is beading wire, whatever, you know? And I see people running around with things that I made early on, and they're still holding up, so I ain't worried about it. Not as late as me. I was like 50. Yeah. I started beading when I was really young, but I just did seed beading because, you know, I just did like native beading that you would do. I didn't do like stringing, and I didn't know there was different kinds of beaders. Let me ask you this. How do you identify... This is what happens when Randy does stringing projects. My brain goes all over the place. What kind of beader would you say that you are? Are you a stringer? Are you a wire wrapper? Are you a bead weaver? What's your gig? Are you a what do they call that? I'm like a multimedia. What do they call it when you do all the things and you make them, mash them together? Multimedia person. Dawn says stringer. Donna says stringer. All the above. Jan must be a mixed media like me. I was in my 80s. You were in your 80s when you came to the beading circles, Bonnie? I will say, I think that is the most mature I've heard, personally, myself. Although, I guess, technically, when my grandma started beading, she was like 70. I mean, because I was just thinking that's kind of, can you see? Because that was my grandma's big thing. She's like, I can't see anything. Yep. A mixed media type. Kimberly is a mixed media. Debbie's trying it all. I want to get into the weaving. I am both a stringer and a wire wrapper. I'm an all-arounder. I am not a seed beater. A stringer, a wire wrapper, and a metal smith. Oh yeah, I forgot about the metal smithing. The metal smithing. Stringer. I guess technically I'd be mixed media since I have the hair accessories. Meh. Try to learn wire wrapping and polymer clay. Oh yes, the polymer clay. You know, I really wanted to get into, if I had the time, I don't have the time anymore. I wanted to make it's polymer clay, but it's the one that turns into metal. What's that called? Where you make it out of clay and then it's the metal clay thing. Originally, that's what I wanted to do, and I had got into contact with Gina because she had a kiln she was going to get rid of, and I was going to start doing that. But then we changed our mind, and we didn't do that. Wire work is my favorite, but I am for all types. Tin right now with my beads. Oh, precious metal clay. Yeah, so it sounds like everybody's kind of doing everything. A mixed, I would consider myself to be a mixed media artist, I guess. A stringer, and a wire wrapper. Started in my late 40s. PMC, that is on my bucket list. What does that mean? I'm not good at acronyms. PMC, what does that mean? Hello, everybody. Hi, Sparklies. Gina, how old were you when you got going on your beading situation? I mean, I don't think it really matters how old you are, but it's just interesting, you know? It's just interesting to see. Precious metal clay. Thank you. Oh, Bonnie wants to be a stripper? Well, Bonnie, you do you, girl. You do you. Look, let me just make a cute bracelet. Oh, it's so cute. Normally, I'm not into this, like, pinky, simplistic situation, but I'm loving it. I am loving it. Not even gonna lie. Good morning. Precious metal clay is fun, and you can use a torch. Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's part of the problem for me. Randy and fire equals not good. 46. Good morning, Gloria. I think you're in the wrong group. Well, we'll accept Bonnie even if she's a stripper. We accept all. As long as she's going to wear beads while she does it, we're in. Yeah, that's me, Dorothy, with the with the medic bag and the fire extinguisher. Listen, you start one apartment on fire, branded for life. I don't know. Good morning, Susan. We're just doing a little stringing here with these lovely little pink beads. These Belfori beads are so cute. I think it was a good choice. I thought it might be a little bit much, but now I'm like, no, I'm pretty good at this. I probably started beading about 15 years ago, but I don't sell, only gift and donate. Well, that's okay. As long as you're having a good time. Right? Oh, I'm good with the stripping. Just might not learn a lot here. Oh, well. You never know. There's a lot of very diverse women in this group. They might have some tips and tricks they could share for stripping. I don't know. I will say there's no comfortable shoes in stripping, so I don't know if I can go. I really have gotten to a point in my life years ago, I'm not even that old, where I was just like, yeah, I'm not messing around with these uncomfortable shoes anymore. I was probably like 30. It might even been before then, honestly. With uncomfortable shoes, I cannot. I just have flats and tennis shoes and sandals. Actually, I don't even own that many shoes anymore. There's a YouTuber who makes beaded tops and bralettes. There you go. See? There you go. Hi, much do they cost me, etc. What is the price? Maybe classes? Oh, we're going to start some classes. I started major jewelry making at age 58. I'm ready to start my YouTube channel for beading. So, Randy, I will be calling you and Rosanna. Okay, well, we'll be here. I think we're going to set up a... Where's Beth? Beth, are you on here? I think we're going to set Beth up with an Etsy shop. And or website, question mark. We don't know how much she wants to invest. So, yeah, if you need help, I'll help you. I started. I'm good with that. I was 25 when I started. I sold a few things, but mostly gifts. Dye media here, stringing, wire, and polymer clay. Bead weaving occasionally. Yeah, me too, Gloria. Bead weaving occasionally. It's going pretty good. Oh yeah, that's my one that's kind of messy. I wore 3-inch heeled boots. Yep. I gave up on that. We should have a group session to provide guidance and questions and answer sessions. Isn't that what we're doing right now? Minus the talk about strippers? I want it on the website. I want in on the website dealio. Oh, okay. Well, we can do a website dealio. I'll just do a live. I'll call it the website dealio. And then you can come if you want. Yeah? Sound good? And then we'll be live so we can do stuff. Yeah. And you're only 5 feet tall. Well, I don't know that there's a requirement for strippers. Maybe. Maybe it's like an unwritten rule. I don't know. Strippers, I walk away for 1 minute. Beth. Good morning. Good morning, BK. It's very pink. I know, but look how cute it is. It's just for me. It's very cute. Good morning, Karen. I am actually packing my first online sale to mail it out. Oh, good job, Beth. Yeah, I have assisted a number of people in setting up YouTube channels and Etsy stores and websites and things. I am not a professional. I just go with what I know. But we have been on a lot of platforms over the course of, what has it been? How many ever years we've been around here. And it's been going pretty good. Ooh, it's pretty. Yes, it's very pretty. I was a stripper for a few years making quilts. What? Oh my goodness. Oh, I get it. When you make the strips of fabric. Gotcha. 6-inch heels. Good grief. Yeah, that's what I said. I gave up on that big heel situation. Long time ago. I don't know where to start to sell. What platform is best? Apps for mailings and etc. For Dummies book series has a book on beading and jewelry making and has a good section on pricing. Also always use the retail price and not the sale price and the beads and materials you're using. Congratulations to Beth on her sales. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my personal experience has been when I was small and started out, I started out on Etsy, and that went pretty well for me. That was some years ago. I have heard that they have changed some of their things that they're doing. Once I got bigger and was making more sales, it became where I needed to get off of Etsy and onto my own website. Once I was, like, the fees were outweighing the amount of money that I was making. So, we skipped around to a whole bunch of different websites, as you guys will remember, and some of them were great, and some of them were absolutely horrible. And we've landed on BigCommerce. BigCommerce is also where a lot of the bead companies that you're purchasing from, like Jesse James, Softflex, I can't think of other ones right off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure Jesse James. But anyways, they also use BigCommerce. So the two big hitters right now are pretty much BigCommerce or Shopify. Shopify is way more complex. And sometimes, complex is not great if you're not prepared or wanting to learn about all the computer things or about, some of the stuff you got to learn about or whatever, coding and things. Like you could screw around and you could really hurt yourself. I mean, you could do that on BigCommerce too, but it's less likely because BigCommerce has AI templates that kind of like you can pick one and just go with it kind of thing. And although Shopify has those too, but my experience from Shopify, because I was on Shopify for a while, is that Shopify is not for people who are selling one-of-a-kind items. Shopify is for people who have a gazillion t-shirts. They take one picture and they're going to sell these gazillion t-shirts. Shopify does not have a button where when you sell your item, it then comes off the internet. You have to like put it in a certain list and hide that list and blah blah blah, like it's a whole thing. So that was very problematic for me. That's why I don't like Shopify. Shopify does integrate with a lot of different things, which is probably better than BigCommerce. But in my eyes, if it's harder to operate, and I might get in trouble for something, I'm not going to be inclined to use it. Thank you. Yeah, and it's not that expensive. Now, the other part with Shopify is that you have to buy all these apps. You can buy apps for BigCommerce as well. Like, it just depends on what you want to pay for. But in order to make Shopify work, you have to buy apps. BigCommerce, the only app that I pay for, I think I pay for like 4 apps on BigCommerce. One is a taxes one that keeps track of Nexus. One is for my email list so that I can have an email list. And I think that's all. There's like 2 or 3. Oh, for my Shippo. I use Shippo for shipping, so there's 3. So that's it. Those are the only 3 that I pay for. Whereas with Shopify, to get anything to work on their platform, you literally have to pay for every single thing. Like, you know, you want to have a carousel on your page that shows a bunch of pictures, you have to pay for the app. It's a whole thing. Which is why I don't really enjoy that. I mean, once you get something going and it's working pretty good, you know, whatever, but not the biggest of fans. Okay, let me see if I can get, I got this little teeny tiny piece of wire. Okay, I gotta get a crim tube. Once things slow down, maybe I can start online. What about Mercery? I don't know what that is. So good things to know. Yeah, we tried. This is not the right color. The ones that I tried were like, oh my goodness. Oh, so we tried Square, which was horrible. We tried Wix. We tried, I think, a GoDaddy website. We tried Etsy. Etsy used to have, I don't know if they do now, they had like where you could buy a domain. So it was like technically not an Etsy store, but it was like your own website, but it was run through Etsy. I don't even remember the rest. There was some other Shopify. WordPress, question mark? Like, there were some other ones. And the only time we didn't have, like, havoc going on is when we've been on BigCommerce. Okay, it looks like I have I gotta get my copper jump rings out, because this goes on the jumper. Things that I have are mostly one of a kind, so Etsy works for me. Yes, so that seems to be the problem, is like people who are selling one of a kind items, because it is a lot of work. For those of you who sell online, you know this. It's a lot of work to take a decent photo, edit your photo, get your photo up online, do a description, get all that going on, to get it into your store or whatever's happening, whatever you're doing. And that's a lot of work. And then if it's a one-of-a-kind item, you're not like other sellers, because that means you have to do a photo shoot for all your items versus people who are selling, like maybe they got 3 t-shirt designs they're going to sell. They only need to do a photo shoot for 3 t-shirts, and then they could just use those same photos over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And they could sell 8,000 t-shirts. You have to put in a lot of work to do the photography, to do the description, to put up the things, and then once that item sells, all of that work that you've put in is gone. I would need another medium to be able to do that. Yeah, it's quite hard. It's quite difficult. And if you're like me, I don't like taking photos. I really don't like it at all. Like, of my stuff. But you know who does like taking photos of my stuff? Amber. And thank God for that. Amber takes all of my jewelry photos. I mean, I'll take my bead photos or whatever. Because it doesn't, I don't know. Like, you don't have to be so, I don't know. Like, you don't have to be so posing with it, I guess. With jewelry. And the lighting and whatever. Like, you know, it's just beads. But Amber does my jewelry photos. Posting is the most stressful of the Etsy program for me. Yeah, you can be artistic with it. Like, I like to take photos sometimes, but I have to be in a mood for it. And if I'm not in the mood for it, then I just hate it. And a lot of times, it's just because I'm so tired from all the other things that I do, you know, here with, like, doing the live shows and doing the YouTube and doing the, you know, whatever the heck else we're doing. Doing the members only stuff. Doing the whatever, you know. Okay, you little wire. I can see you. I need like a smidge more. Stop being complicated, please. This one wire wants to be pain in the patisse. It's fine, I guess, if that's how you want to be. You can be argumentative all you want, but be argumentative in the car. Because we're going. They said no, we're not going. We refuse. Okay, fine. You don't want to go, fine. Fine. I don't have time to sit around and argue about it. I'll just cover you up. Okay. I need to learn how to take better pictures. Yeah. Pictures are hard. Did I see you use some type of AI description generator? If so, what was that? Yes, I used an AI description generator. It's called ChatGPT. I'll show it to you. One moment. I don't string much because of crimping. Now I love easy crimps, and I can string every day. Well, yeah. Okay, so this is just for me. Let me try it on. Oop, did I miss it? Oh no. Thought I missed the loop. Yeah. I think it's cute. It's not too tight. Is it too tight? No. That's not too tight. That's just like supposed to be like, you know, just like kind of like an everyday wear. It is a little bigger than my Grateful Dead one that I had, but it's cute. Sorry, I'm missing all these comments because I'm trying to finish this up. I could add a couple extra jump rings if I wanted, and then it would be, you know, longer. But I am quite happy with it as far as just little stringing projects go. It's very cute. I think these went together really good with the little ball facets or whatever. I think it went together nicely. And I got to reuse my string, so that's lovely. Guys, don't laugh, but I recently realized what AI stood for. Oh yes, it stands for Artificial Intelligence. I like doing the FO challenges because it gives me a deadline. Oh, very pretty. I'm very blessed. My daughter does all of my picture taking and Etsy stuff. Ooh, girl, that you are lucky. You just make it, she just puts it up there. That's good. Yeah, I can show you ChatGPT. Etsy gives you 10 slots per item. 10 pictures of earrings isn't happening. I agree, Gloria. I used to say otherwise, and now I'm against it. Posting is the most stressful part. It takes me days to do 5 to 7 pieces of jewelry, photos, entering into Etsy. It's a lot. It is a lot. And it's especially a lot if you don't, if you're not good with the computer, or if you don't like the computer, or whatever, it can be a lot. But once you get into it, it's not that horrible. We can do some. I'll just show you one as an example, okay? I got to do that today anyway, so you guys can help me do my work real quick. So over here I have a tub. Over here I have a tub of stuff that's waiting to go on the internet. And I'll show you how to do it the quickest, easiest way you can. Although I will say that my situation is slightly different. What do we got? Because many of you know that I had Molly, and Molly was loading the photos in. So I'll tell you how the whole process works, right? We're not gatekeepers around here. All right, so what we have is we have one of my sun catchers, big old cross on the end. and the vintage swan crystal, right? So this is the item we're going to post. So this item, when I made it, the first thing that happened to it after I made it is I sent it to Amber. Amber took the photos. Okay? So this process, if you choose to do it this way, if you have someone taking photos for you, this is not like a quick process. This is something that can take a lot of time. So generally I give Amber 20 items at a time. This is when me and Amber have been doing this for years. So just like every time I went to Taylor's Falls, which was once a week, I would bring her 20 items. She would keep them for a week, maybe 2, depending on if she was busy. Take all the photos of the 20 items, she'd give them back to me. Once she gave them back to me, I'd give her new stuff. That's how we did it, right? So I have totes like this, lots of totes, that have photos because I'm behind in posting them up. Nobody's surprised. Okay, so we're going to swing over here to the internet. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the back end of the website, in BigCommerce. And so then I had Molly. Before I moved out here, for those of you who are new, I had Molly. Molly was loading the photos into the listings, but they're not active because they're not filled out. So we go to the products. Here we are in the back end of BigCommerce. So I'm going to put this on 250 so we can see everything. And I got to go down because she was loading these in, because they go in order from when you put them in here. So I got to go down and find this particular item, which is fine. It shouldn't take that long. So items that are in here doesn't necessarily mean they're all available to you guys because they're not done yet, if that makes sense. So when it has green on the side, that means that they're available on the website. If it's gray, that means they're not available on the website. So, here we go. We're getting into it. You can see all these have gray. That means they just have photos, and they have a fake title. Why is my Elgato camera not working? The heck and heck. Oops. Houston, what's the deal here? Everything went black. No, we do not want to play music. Thank you. Okay. Trigger the video. What in the heck? Okay, so anyways, this went blank for some reason. I'm right there. I can see me right there. Okay, well, anyways, you just won't be able to get to see me. Anyway, so, we're gonna look for this item. So here's this item right here. And you can see, like, I have these ones in green. And then they start to be in gray. These are the ones that are not yet posted. So I'm going to pick this up, open it up. I'm going to fill this out. And basically what we need to do first is we just look at this. So these are the pictures that Amber took. Molly loaded them in here. That's basically all she did. She weighed the item and then she put the photos in here. So we're going to do the rest of it. So we're going to open up ChatGPT. Okay, you see this right here? It says Chat GPT. It is free. Anybody can use it. Need to run. Have a fantastic day. Okay, you guys too. Randy, the beads you're going to get from Amber, will you put them in my box? I will post them online, Dorothy, and then you'll pay for them, and then I will ship them. Yeah. So, okay, ChatGPT. So if you wanted to open a ChatGPT, you sign up for an account. It's free. They do have paid versions, but you don't need the paid versions, okay? So once you're in it, it looks like this. I made it bigger so you guys could see. And then it says, what can I help you with? So we're going to say, okay. Oops, I got to click on the right screen. I'm going to say, write a product description for my sun catcher. And then we got to look at the sun catcher. All right, so sun catcher is how long? We're going to want to put the length in. It's about 24 inches. It is 24. Oh, sorry. I forgot I can't use that when you guys are on here. 24 inches long. It has the focal is a large Tibetan silver cross with pave crystals. Other beads include, looks like Chinese crystals and metal spacers. In white and metal spacer beads. This sun catcher includes a swan, we have to say swan? Vintage, swan, Austrian, that's not how you spell Austrian, crystal, chandelier piece. It is adjustable. Yeah, this doesn't have to make sense. You're just putting in the stuff, right? Okay. And then you're going to say it needs a name. And hit enter. Okay, so they want to call it the Guiding Light Suncatcher, which is funny. Here's a list of 10 names. Now it's giving a list of 10 names because in the settings, I've told it to give me names, right? Okay, so Guiding Light Suncatcher, that's fine, we'll take it. We're going to take it, we're going to copy it, we're going to put it on our SKU list. Randy's gifts. Okay, we're going to put it here. I've also told this thing to give me, oh, it didn't do it. Did it? Yeah, it did. SKU list description sentence. This is a sentence that I put into my SKU list just in case I lose track of my stuff and I don't know what I'm looking for. So I take that and put that here. We have one of them. Oh, sorry, I forgot to not do that. And then we're going to say that this guy here is $29.30. Okay, so now he's on the SKU list. Perfect. So now we're going to go back to our listing and we're going to fill it out. So we're going to say make it visible on the website. Now normally I would do this split screen so I don't have to keep going back and forth. But here we go. Get the SKU number. Put that here. Price here. Sorry, I forgot about you guys again. Whoops. Molly already weighed this, so the weight, she already put the weight in, so that's on there. She already put it in categories, but we'll make sure they're in the right ones, which they are. And then here's where we put our description. We'll go up here and we'll grab it. So we got to make sure this is right. So it says it's 24 inches, it's adjustable, it's silver. The focal point is a large Tibetan silver cross adorned with pave crystals. Other beads include Chinese crystal beads in white and metal spacer beads. It is handmade. It is a unique gift, a thoughtful expression of hope, light, and vintage charm. Clear crystals are known for amplifying energy and intention, bringing clarity and calm, all of which is true. The cross symbolizes protection, guidance, and faith, with the vintage Austrian chandelier crystal enhances beauty and reflects light into a dazzling rainbow, invoking a sense of peace and reverence. This one-of-a-kind item is ready to ship. That is correct. We also want to include in here, we're going to copy that, put it here. Okay, we also want to say this sun catcher is made for door use. However, outdoor use is okay, but expect wear and tear. I had mine outside at the house. Mine's still at the house in Cambridge, my outside one. It's been out there for like 4 or 5 years. It's fine. The only problem I've ever had with it is that a squirrel keeps trying to untie it from the tree, and they can't. Okay, so right here it gives us a little blurb. It says, the sun catcher is designed for indoor use, such as hanging in a sunny window or a sacred space. Outdoor use is possible, but may result in natural wear and tear over time due to exposure. So we just want to include this little blurb so that people don't get confused. Put that right there. Easy peasy. We're done with that. We're going to come in here and we're going to pick a different photo. I think maybe that one or this one. Maybe this white one. I'll try this blue one. I don't know if I'm going to like it. Okay, and then we go down, down, down. How many do we have in stock? 1. And then right here, we're going to put our tags. Searchable tags. These, put right here. And then we say save. So it is now currently saved and visible on the website. We'll go look at it. I think I'm going to take that picture out because I don't like it. That one I'm probably going to make the focal. Probably that one. I like that one. Okay, so we're going to go back. I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to make this one the focal. And it doesn't have to be the first photo, but I like to make it the first photo. We're going to save. We're going to refresh. We're going to view. And now this is the first photo you see, which I think is better than that other one. Looks like a lot of work to me, she says. Yeah, it is. And then there is all the information that we put in about it in the description. And here are other descriptions that I've done. So I like it because it can then help me to create consistency throughout the website. So it always says like length and adjust. Is it adjustable? Is it, are the finding colors the same? Same with jewelry, right? It gives the same exact like items. Now it does that because I programmed it to do that in settings. But you can ask it to do that. Like if you decide to use ChatGPT, you can ask it to do those types of things for you. You do that in settings, and it'll just ask you like, oh, what are you doing with it, and what do you want to do, and then you fill it in. So then after we got that up there, you guys can't see me, but I'm putting this in this bag, and I'm going to put the SKU number that we assigned it, which is what? RG 103. I'll put this little tag in the bag, and then I can put it in the inventory. So I don't know why my Elgato camera went out, but anyway, so that is how I use ChatGPT to do the listings. I like it that way. Some people want to continue. They think it's easier to just like do their own or whatever, which is fine. Do what you got to do. I mean, the fact is that putting things online is hard. It takes a lot of work, regardless of however you're going to do it. There's really no easy process to doing it. Randy, did you sell your house? No, I have not sold my house yet. But we got it cleaned, and we got the realtor working on it over there. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Hi, Debbie. I let ChatGPT do my descriptions. I do too. You still have to put the information in, like how long it is, or, you know, what beads you're using or whatever. If you have a lot of things to do, like I have this whole bucket of things. This is only one bucket. You know, I got like 5 buckets down there. It can be a lot. But what I try to do is I'm trying to just do a couple a day, posting up a couple a day. And I was doing really well at that until then we moved, and now I'm kind of all over the place. So I got to start up again. The beads you're getting from Amber. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Hi, ChatGPT is great. I used it for many things, like receipts, and I just wasn't sure how to use it. Yeah, so you just, like, if you put something in and it doesn't give you what you want, you just put something else. And you can use ChatGPT for a lot of different things, like writing letters, you know, like really anything, whatever you need to do. Like, say, you're just going to do a new chat, and let's say you're like, I need to write a letter to the electric company asking them to lower my bill. So this is all the information that it doesn't have about your electric company, obviously, but then it's going to give you the letter. I'm writing to formally request a review of my recent electric bill for my account number. Insert account number here. I have noticed significant increases in my charges over the past few months, and I'm concerned that the bill may not be accurately reflecting my actual usage as a small business owner, because this thing knows that I'm a small business owner. Blah, 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 asking them to look into it. Easy. I haven't made it to a live stream in a while. Well, welcome in, Debbie. Sorry, my camera went out. My other my face camera, whatever. We were just wondering if you were selling or going to rent it out. Oh, we're going to sell it. Yeah. We're going to sell it to the house. We're working on it. So that's what we've been working on. But anyway, yeah. So all in all, I think that it was a productive day. There's what we made. And now I have my little necklace. I think it's cute. Okay, you guys. Well, I am going to bounce off here. I am going to see some of you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Don't forget, it's bingo. Okay, bingo time. Bingo cards. Members only bingo at 3 p.m. today. Don't forget. We will be doing 5 prizes for the bingoing. And what else do I got going on? That's pretty much it. I'm just be working on some stuff, putting these designs in the book, all that good jazz. Yeah. What's the length on the necklace? Better track down the elusive bingo cards. The length on the necklace ended up being 18 inches. 18 inches. Thank you. I'm setting alarm now. Awesome. Thank you for showing us your uploading process. Thank you for watching it. Yeah, it's pretty. Once I get into it, so I'll show you this. Let me get to my pictures. So I do picture folders. And so I just have a folder of things, and the name of this folder says Big Commerce Posts Needed. Yeah, it was 18 inches, Bonnie. And then, so when Amber sends me back photos, I make like this one says 11/5/2024, Amber. So these are all the photos that Amber took in this bunch. Well, it's actually these. These are the ones that I posted online. I keep them all organized in here. And these are all the ones that she takes. So she takes like anywhere from 3 to 5 to 6 photos, depending on the situation. And then I still have to edit them. So once I get the photos back, I edit them how I want. I don't generally have to do too much editing, but sometimes they're like the backgrounds aren't white or whatever. So these are ones that still need to be posted because they're not up yet. But that's how I keep them organized. And then, so when I'm working on a specific bag of things she gave back to me, I know that they're going to, all the photos are going to be in this same spot, you know? These are cute. I forgot about these. You guys remember those? Those are so good. It's that tiger's eye. Anyway, distracted. So yeah, that's how I do that. Just keeping them organized, keeping them in one spot. All right, does she use AI for backgrounds? No, we use scrapbook paper. We use a pack of scrapbook paper for the backgrounds. Like this music paper. This is actually a music book. This gray paper is just a cardstock from Hobby Lobby, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. This wood is actually a piece of wood. It's like a cutting board, and we use that. It's like a small cutting board. This is a piece of Jeff's old work pants. This blue denim, I sprayed it with spray paint. So no, we just use pieces that are really easy for her to move around. Although recently the new ones that we're gonna get, she kind of changes them up however she sees fit. But the new ones we're gonna get, I asked her to make an earring thing, like an earring. I saw it on Pinterest and I sent her a picture. So it was like a rock, and then like she wire wrapped and basically made like an earring stand, but it's made out of a rock. And so we're gonna get some of those. I'm excited about that. But no, I don't really care for I really like this one. I don't really care for the AI backgrounds. I don't mind them if you can't tell that it's like an AI background. 'Cause like this is just a piece of paper, you know? But if it's like cut out and then it's like an AI background, you can tell it's an AI background, that kind of bothers me. So we just don't do that. It is a lot more work. This one is also a piece of paper. It is a piece of scrapbook paper. It just has a heart on it and it looks like that. So, yeah. To each their own. Some people have, Rosanna's saying she has a huge hunk of quartz that she uses. Yeah, and I have these big like flat agates I would like to use, but the ones that I have are highly polished and then they make it hard for photo taking. I would say if you are struggling with photo taking, the best background to try to get the nicest photo is a gray background, like maybe perhaps a piece of tin, like something from Hobby Lobby that's made out of that galvanized tin. Those really make for good pictures, especially if it's galvanized tin because it's matte and it's not shiny. And we used to have one of those too, but I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I think Shannon didn't like that one. There's been a lot of people who don't like things going around. I'm just like, okay, whatever. We need the photos. What about photo boxes? Yes, I use a photo box. We have a little tiny photo box that we use. And then Amber also has a photo box that I bought for her. So we do use a photo box. I like to use a little heart dish. Yeah, like if you can find something that you like and like a prop or something, I think that works out pretty good. I always try to do, like on the website, I try to do always a white one just so people can see, like try to see the true colors. I don't edit too much. And go in the jewelry store. I don't edit too much. So this one's kind of like a fun one, and then a gray to show the beads off, a wood to show a warmer version, and then white, which these did not show up well on white at all, but like I always have a white background one just so people can see. But yeah, as you can see, this photo does not look good versus this gray one. You see what I'm saying about the gray? Yeah, so there you go. But that's just because those are translucent light pink, you know, check glass beads. That's the way of the world. But I try to do like a fun one and then a couple with just plain backgrounds. And we have significantly cut down on the amount of photos. Like even this is a lot. And I told Amber we're just cutting down to like 3 photos, like 3 to 5, 5 being max depending on what we're taking photo of. But like 3 to 5 photos max. Because this is just, I mean, there's only so many situations you can do with these earrings, you know. Like this one was probably not needed. It doesn't even look that great because it's all blown out. But this one looks nice. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to have some snacks, and I'm going to check my order situation. I didn't do that yet this morning. And then I'm going to start loading in the monies that was won yesterday and picking out prizes for bingo. So, oh my goodness, it's 10:20. All right, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I'll see you later.